hello guys, timeline reaction of this My Little Pony fanfic reading called Aria Blaze Has a Secret Slice of Life. It is read by Wubcake. She's an excellent VA. She's one of the best VAs, especially for Sunset Shimmer. Also, she has auditioned for some voices for the My Little Investigations. I think she's doing 2 voices actually. Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash. She's a good VA. I like her Fluttershy voice to be honest. But that's not about that. It's about this. Aria Blaze has a secret. What secret has she got? Okay, there's only one way to find out. Is to play it. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Aria Blaze Has a Secret by the New York Brony.
New York Brony,
Aria
okay.
Blaze slowly closed behind her the door to the apartment she shared with her 2 siren sisters. The last thing she needed was for them to wake up and see that she was leaving. Not that Adagio would care. Sonata was the one she was most worried about. She was a nosy and curious girl whose curiosity not only annoyed Aria but inconvenienced her too. It was the dead of the night, and both of them were probably too gone into dreamland to know she had even stepped out. She just had to be back before they woke up, which wouldn't be a problem. What she was going to do wasn't going to take more than a few hours. As she made her way down the street, she made sure to check and see if anyone was watching or was around at all. She knew no one was really walking about at this hour, but she could never be too sure. Yes, her destination was only a few blocks away. She couldn't have someone she knew messing up her plans. The path she took wasn't too
never know who's
anyway.
actually watching
her consisting of cutting through some
spying
open yards and in between houses.
On her.
She knew the way like the back of her hand, and she could navigate
as you can actually say back of your hand
if someone decided to follow her. Her destination came into view after she had turned a corner, and she breathed a sigh of relief when the marquee shone as bright as moonlight against
I would follow him if it was my dream. She's cute.
The line for the ticket booth wasn't exactly non-existent, but she could manage with what few people there were. She pulled up her hood over her head to disguise herself, just in case.
Why would she disguise herself?
When it was her turn to request a ticket, she mumbled, one for the kiddie movie, scratching her face. Juniper Montage seemed confused.
She is a Brody!
Which one?
Or Pinkie Sister.
Like 3 playing right now,
she responded, pointing to the sign that was above her. The one with, Aria couldn't seem to look her in the face. Ponies. The last part of her sentence came out forced, almost as if it hurt her to even say it. Juniper blinked.
Oh, you mean My Pretty Pony Princess?
She asked, smiling.
What did say she's a Pinkie Sister?
Responded through gritted teeth, noting how loud Juniper was being. She could almost hear the delighted and amused tone in Juniper's voice. She was ready to jump the counter and strangle her, but
that's kind of fourth breaking a bit, isn't it? Kind of fourth breaking.
After what felt like years, Juniper finally handed Aria her freshly printed ticket and smiled.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, whatever, Aria called back before stepping inside the cinema. The smell of melted butter and warm, crunchy popcorn filled her senses, and she almost calmed down. Almost. After acquiring a
cinema, that's a UK term, isn't it?
Courtesy of the equally as greasy teenager from the concession stand,
you say theater?
She made her way into the designated room and sat down all the way in the back. Less of a chance of getting caught, she reasoned. The lights dimmed, and she happily
maybe the reader is
as the movie began. Feeling proud of herself for not getting caught, Aria proudly strode out of the theater and into the lobby without a care in the world. Her mission had been successful. She hadn't been noticed by anyone, and she was going to make it home without bumping into any
Aria Blaze?
She winced.
Who's
so
this?
Much for that. Aria slowly turned around to face the ruiner of her night.
Who was
and
it?
Wasn't pleasantly surprised to find out it was Sunset Shimmer. The other girl had a confused look on her face. Aria had 2 options. She could either brush the former baddie off, or she could curse her out and cause a scene. And since the whole point of her coming here at night in a disguise was to avoid that, she grit her teeth and mumbled.
The both Pinkie Sisters.
Sunset Shimmer. Sunset put her hands up in surrender.
Whoa, trust me, I'm not here to gloat or anything,
she assured her quickly.
I was just wondering why you were here so late. Why is that any of your business?
Aria snapped
late about
back.
what?
It's not,
Sunset conceded, folding her arms.
But the way you're reacting makes me believe that you've done something wrong, and I won't let you go until you tell me what you did.
A frown made its way to Aria's face. her triumphant mood being beaten behind an alley by her annoyance and disgust for Sunset Shimmer. Sunset and her friends had been the reason why she and her sisters lost everything.
Kind of reminds me of
made them as powerful as
Starlight a bit with the
Aria
with
couldn't
the
give
main.
a rat's ass about what Sunset Shimmer thought of her,
Got
or
that
what she
kind of
thought
colour
she was
to
doing.
it.
I don't have to tell you anything,
Aria stated through grit teeth.
No, I believe you don't, but I bet you have some explaining to do if everyone at Canterlot High knew that Aria Blaze was a pony princess-loving weirdo.
The smirk on Sunset's face in that moment infuriated Aria.
She's not a weirdo.
She could either indulge Sunset or
walk
away and be known as a sissy for the rest of her time at Canterlot High. Her nostrils flared.
Well, it's not Taco Tuesday, is it?
What do you want?
Sunset took her hand and led her in the direction of a cafe down the street. To talk. Aria's brow quirked.
About?
Sunset took her hand without
About
a word
what?
and led her out the door of the theater and down the street to the diner that was open late. It was pretty deserted, save for an older man who seemed to be on his way to work, and a group of drunken kids Aria realized were
Drunken
from school.
kids?
Not that any of it was
What?
her business if any of her classmates got
Maybe
wasted.
in New York.
She wasn't going to tattle on them, but she was sure Sunset would. They decided on a secluded booth in the back for some privacy. The very busty waitress that came to take their order didn't even look them in the face as she scribbled down what they wanted.
Is she in Manhattan?
Once that was settled, she was off to the kitchen.
Or
leaving the
Manhattan.
two teens
Manhattan.
again.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Aria demanded after a long, awkward silence.
what did you want to talk about?
She
What do you want
tapped
to
her
talk?
finger on the table impatiently as the group at the other
Are
table
you
giggled
a
at
pig
something.
sister?
I know you went to see that pony movie.
Sunset blurted, making Aria's eyes go wide as saucers.
Yes, she
Sunset
does.
Shimmer, I swear.
Aria started, getting up from the table. Sunset stopped her and made her sit back down.
As much as you want to believe I wouldn't go telling everyone what you do in your spare time.
Sunset responded, smiling wearily.
What does she do on her
I
spare
moved on from
time?
that stuff a long time ago.
So I've heard, Aria muttered, rolling her eyes. Sunset was compelled to roll her own.
Look, I just want to know if, you saw it because you were homesick.
Her expression softened.
Homesick?
to a
Where
more
is she then?
Compassionate one. Aria's mouth curled up into a snarl.
Thanks for the after-school
Homesick
special,
in terms
but I'm
of
not going to
LaQuestia.
confide in anyone, especially not you.
She grinned when annoyance broke through Sunset's kind smile.
I'm just trying to relate to... I don't need you to try and relate to me.
Aria snapped loudly, making the group of the
She's
kids
trying to help
from before
you.
look her way. Her ears burnt, but she could honestly care less.
I don't need your pity party or your stepping on eggshells bullshit. Stop trying to act like we're equals.
Aria seemed to realize how loud she was being and curled up in her side of the booth.
Sorry,
she mumbled.
it's been a rough couple of months. Well, me and my friends did take the magic you spent centuries trying to obtain and collect in a matter of seconds.
Sunset responded sheepishly. She was reminded of when she too had outbursts at the girls like that when they first took her hand. It was hard, but
Yes.
she wouldn't be in the position she was now without them.
Yes.
Aria glared at her.
To be fair, none of us knew what the magic of friendship would do to someone who wasn't me.
Sunset added, scratching
She
her
can
cheek.
learn the magic of friendship
I know
then.
it must have been hard to adjust, especially after all that time.
She couldn't seem to look Aria in the eye as the former siren noticed. Aria shrugged
Sunset has
apathetically.
got
It's
experience.
whatever. It sucks, but nothing we can do.
She thanked the stars when the waitress brought their food to stop their painful conversation.
Food.
She didn't
Love
think she could
food.
afford to embarrass herself for the second time. Somewhere in between eating and making side comments about the kids at the other table, the tension at their booth seemed somehow dissipated. And
Dissipated?
Aria was almost enjoying herself. Almost.
Look,
She said, surprising Sunset, who was
You gonna
swirling
kiss?
her milkshake.
maybe I was a little homesick. Sonata dragged me to see it like 2 days ago, and I thought it was going to be some stupid kiddie movie. But it really stuck with me. I didn't really have a good family. The family I used to make me sing for money. I hated it. I wanted to sing for me, not for them, not for anyone else.
Yes.
The smile that faintly crossed her lips was almost unnoticeable in the dim light buzzing above their heads.
So I ran away. And that's why I met Adagio
Oh,
and
you
Sonata.
didn't need to run
And
away.
as annoying as they were,
They're my family.
my real family.
You miss your
She
family.
snorted a laugh and looked Sunset in the eye.
You tell anyone this corny shit, and I'll cut you. Hear me?
Sunset shook her head,
Not a word.
She's not going
though
to do
she
that.
smiled.
Since you told me something that's a secret from everyone else, I'm going to tell you mine.
She dug into her backpack and pulled out a small plush horse doll. Aria snickered.
Seriously?
Sansa couldn't help but laugh too.
I know. But sometimes when I'm all alone and I'm a Sequestria,
a plush does help.
Sometimes I stroke her hair and sing the songs my mom used to sing to me as a foal.
She looked down fondly at the doll.
She's gotten me through more than you can believe, so trust me, some dumb kiddie pony movie isn't going to ruin your rep.
Sure, Aria dismissed.
But since you squeezed it out of me, I need to squeeze it out of you.
Plushies.
What exactly
it helps you when you're down me. Help me.
Sansa seemed to break out in a cold sweat at the question asked.
Twinkle wanted to see it too, she mumbled.
Twinkle? Aria cackled. You gotta be shitting me. Sansa pouted.
It's not funny. She's named after a doll I had as a foal.
By then, Aria was doubled over.
That's even worse.
That's
she managed
a good laugh.
to get out, banging her hand on the table.
Aria!
Sunset whined, hitting the older girl with the stuffed horse. The tiny high-pitched squeak of the doll harmlessly bouncing off Aria's head
really.
only made her laugh harder. The end. Author's note. So, this is a product of me sitting in on one of Webcake's streams. Someone asked her if she was excited for the movie, and she responded with something that Aria would say. And I said, I can just imagine Aria mushing little girls in the face just to get there first. She laughed, and then she said in her Aria voice, Yep, move out of the way.
Move out of the way.
I was thinking about it, and I thought that to protect her street cred, she'd be secretive about it, so this fic was born. I hope you guys like it, and please don't forget to support me on Patreon. Oh, that's great.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love that story.
Oh, wow.
Fabulous job. Oh my gosh, I had to stop a few times in recording just to laugh my
That
ass off.
That is cute.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god.
I just said that.
Wonderful job.
What is
And
that
for
cutie
those
mark?
of you who don't know, I am going to be at BronyCon this year. And
I wish I could have come.
A fanfic panel with the New York Brony, actually. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun. But anyone attending
cosplay
BronyCon,
at Sunset Shimmer.
Please check for the updates
What
on
else?
my Twitter, because when I go to BronyCon, I will be tweeting. At least I will try to, if I don't get too distracted. But, yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to meet up or anything and talk or whatever, then I would be absolutely happy to. So, yeah. See you at BronyCon, and if not, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to keep for updates and more awesome videos.
Cute ship. Cute. That was good. I did enjoy that.
Oh, come on!
Sweet Belle, stop being a troll and let me speak, please. I did enjoy that. I'll get to this point now. I think you're reading tiny bit quick for an audiobook. I think you was rushing the words a bit. Maybe it's just me, but I think just when you're doing like voice overs, or when you're reading a fan fiction, a film fiction, just slow it down when you read the fan fiction, because you don't want to sound like you're rushing to get the story out. That's one of the main things that we all in like voice. I've done voiceover work before, and I read Night of the Flutterbat, and I might have read certain things quickly, but over time I learn. You're constantly learning all the time. Now onto the story. It sounds like Sunset Shimmer and Aria Blaze are Pekka's sisters in...
Oh, come on!
in... Cancelot? In the human version? That's kind of, like I said in the reaction, it was kind of fourth wall breaking. Kind of fourth wall breaking there. I was like, are you a Pekka sister then? I kind of called it when I gone to the Pony movie. And I think the stuff horse or a plush horse, it does help you. It does help you, especially back in February about my mum. and I don't want to be reminded of that video because I basically broke down when I made that video. Oh God, I actually broke down at all. I can't. It's alright now. And getting a plush like in the video, it was Luna. It does help. It really does help. Oh shit! I'm fucking crying now.
Oh, come on!
Oh, shut up. It helps you with when you're down. It really does. Mum's fine now. Some hospital trips coming up.
Come on!
Oh, give it a rest, please. Jesus Christ. It really does help. Family is important. It really is. Oh, dear God. Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh well. Hope you like this reaction. All my reactions I do. And I will see you next week. Or not next week. In another video. Which could be tomorrow. Could be next week. Could be next year. It could be yesterday. By watching it now. Anyway, bye bye.